What is good, people? This is Monday Motivation, and yes, another Monday. But today, this Monday is going to be a great Monday for you. You know why? Because today I have a special guest, and we have an amazing topic. Because every time I try to come through or aim to come through, I want to bring someone who has just an amazing gift to share beyond just the gems and the information that we want to bring to you to motivate you on this Monday. Because I know Mondays can be one of those days that people just don't want to face. They almost want a second Sunday. But you know what? Today's Monday, and Monday is meant for you today because I have some gems today. Beyond the special guest that I have that I'm not going to say yet, I want to say the topic that we're speaking about today. And the topic is cleansing tools, right? And when we mean by cleansing tools, tools that support the spirit, the mind, the heart. And one of those big things that I know I utilize throughout my life, career, things like that, is the power of sage as well. So today, I have an amazing guest, dear friend, beautiful artist, because I have a few of her art pieces in my house. Let's give it up for Miss Dionne Victoria. All right. I'm going to give you that applause real quick. Hey, Miss Dionne, thank you for coming today. You heard the topic, right? So
Yes,
bless our people. Let's get the information here and share your thoughts on the cleansing tools.
absolutely. So I'm grateful that you started with sage. I love sage. And sage is used to literally clear and clean the air. So scientifically, it has been scientifically proven that 100% of the germs in the air, let's say 99.9 because we can't say 100, but just about all of the germs in the air are cleared and cleansed by the smoke of sage. And really using it to not only clear the space in your home, but also to clear your aura. Because if you look at us on a certain with a certain lens, magnetically, thermally, you will see that we have a space of some air around us that has some of our heat. That's an energetic transference in the air around us. Therefore, that's our aura, right? And it can get attached to things. So having sage to really clear it all out, whatever that is, and it's almost like you're using it to take an air bath, right? Rubbing yourself down with some sage. Now, I had to share that, but also there are other tools you can use, other burning tools, other just having their presence tools. But one of my other favorites is Palo Santo. That's what I have here, which is a wooden stick instead of dried leaves like the sage. And when you burn Palo Santo, it is similar to sage, but not as abrasive. And what do I mean by that? Basically, you can use it to calm the energies in your space, soothe. It has a very sweet smell. It's not as abrasive to some who don't like the smoke. So you the smoke of sage. So you can use this. It's similar in which it'll cleanse the space, but it's more soothing the energies and calming them down and getting them to a space of, okay, we can handle this now. So that's what Palo Santo is really good for. And I really like the smell of that. But there are other things that you can place around you, you can wear, you can put in your home, and they can help ground your space, like black tourmaline. It is a crystal found in earth. And I know like some people may be like, that's just a rock. And it is just a rock, but it also is made up of certain chemicals. It has a certain chemical makeup when you look at it on an atomic level that magnifies or pushes away certain other energies that travel at a certain frequency. So this is known for grounding the space and making you feel really at home. If you're ever having some misalignment in your root chakra, just bring some tourmaline into your life. Another one that I like to talk about, and I had to go get all my crystals because I'm like, okay, we're talking about cleansing spaces, and I love crystals, and I'll talk about my favorite last. But this is selenite, And selenite is specifically for clearing your aura. So it's similar to the sage, where you take this crystal and you just scan your body with it. You bring it across, and it literally, I remember the first time I used selenite, I was meditating and I pulled it out just to say, I wonder if this works. And mind y'all, I don't just be pretending like it works. No, I need to know it works. I need to feel it. I need to experience it. And so I took the selenite that I had and I just scanned, and I could just feel like lighter. I just felt lighter. I can't quite get into detail how, other than like, let's say you close your eyes and just really visualize and imagine whatever it is that you've been thinking about in your head that's clouding your vision. You take this selenite wand and it just zaps it, it pulls it to the wand. And when you're done with it, you set it in the sunlight. You can also use sage to cleanse it, but I think the best way, my favorite way, is using sunlight. So I would take this and sit it in the sun before I use it again. Now, get into my favorite. This is my favorite because I actually go to Arkansas Hot Springs to mine these beautiful babies. This is a quartz crystal that I pull from the earth, and you can see the dirt and clay is still there. Quartz crystals are my favorite because personally, as a Sagittarius, I like the truth. I like clarity. I like things to be very straightforward. And that is exactly what quartz does. It is something that clears it up for you real quick. And I have quartz all over, big old pieces, small, tiny pieces, pieces I'm finding under tables behind doors. I have quartz everywhere in my building. And specifically because I mine it, but I mine it because it's one of my favorite crystals for that reason, that it brings clarity in your life. When I started mining crystals, I noticed how clear things got for me. And I realized, okay, I'm going to need this in my life more often. So that's why I always, when we're talking about cleansing tools, I love me some quartz. I actually started making necklaces out of them because of that reason. And people love them some quartz because it really, really does clear up a space, which is cleansing. But those are the tools that I wanted to talk about today. I hope that they are meaningful and helpful, even if you just like the smell of it. Let's say you don't know all about the spiritual aspects, but you like the way it looks and you like the way it smells. Use it. It's going to lighten up your mood just to experience something that you enjoy, even if you don't necessarily understand the science and or the spirituality behind it. So that is my piece on this day. I hope it motivates you to get through the rest of your week, to use any of these cleansing tools. Oh, and where can you find them? There are so many places. You can order them online in a lot of different places. Quartz crystals. You can look online for, I don't have any specific rock shops because again, I go down to Hot Springs when I get my rocks. Ron Coleman Mines. That's one you can go to. That's it. And they do have an online catalog if you want to get some crystals. That's a place where you can find some sage. I believe, I don't know where you could not find it, but if you look online, I'm sure there's somewhere in your neighborhood where you can find some sage. And if not, Culture Connection in Chicago, I'm pretty sure they have an online store where you can purchase sage, Palo Santo. You could even purchase some of these crystals there. So there's plenty of places. If you're interested in getting quartz crystals from me, you can always connect with me. I am the Dionne Victoria. And also you can find me at We Heal for the Healing Academy. That's We Heal because we heal for real. And now y'all know why and how.
Thank you for sharing all those gems, like literally, right? And I think, part of, this conversation and why it's really special that I'm having it with you, as I came up in my camp career, there was a point where I just started saging every summer. It was a big part of the camp experience. And for me, the sage that I prefer is white buffalo sage. And I prefer it to be blessed by an elder if I can. But I do find the resources of white buffalo sage. You can find it on Amazon from proper resources as well. Actually, folks who are from reservations and such, if that's the connection you need for it. Beyond that, you mentioned a bunch of different things that are so beneficial. And I'm so big on every space that I move to or go to. You got to go ahead and hook it up real quick, burn that sage, right, and take care of the aura of the house and what that house represents. And as you were speaking, there was a couple thoughts that came out. There was just the uniqueness of what the earth provides for us. I was like, man, look at the earth doing its thing, just providing all these amazing, um, just amazing elements of things that just provide this resource to humans just naturally, right? And sometimes it takes us to dig it up like you to discover that. So that was the second thing that stuck out for me. I was like, look at Miss Dionne out there mining. I said, you're the only Black person I ever heard that said I was out there mining, right? And that's special to me, and it just speaks to the person you are. Understanding, thank you for sharing all these beautiful things for our listeners. We're at the end here where I want to provide the 1-2 tangible resources in terms of these resources, the things you shared, whether that is a specific sage that you prefer for certain things or wherever you want to take it. I guess putting it back to you, Ms. Dionne, what is the 1-2 tangible resources for our listeners as we end our Monday motivation?
Okay, so as you notice, the sage that I use is red tinted. That's because it is dragon's blood sage, and dragon's blood is a resin from a tree in India. So it's, it sounds crazy, but it's just resin. And what it is thought to do is to help protect you. So not only is this sage cleansing, it is white sage that has been had the resin put on it. So that is a little extra boost for your sage there. The second thing I want you to know is that having quartz, just have it. I know I said people like it. No, just go get it. Quartz is actually in all of our electronics. So it also helps to kind of cleanse the energy and clarify the energy of our electronics as well. So just get you some quartz. That's my 1, that's my 2. And then finally, I want to say, if you don't really believe, if you don't really accept and understand that the earth has provided these things for us to use it in this way to heal and cleanse our spaces, it is not helpful. So the third best tool that you need is your mind. Actually, that's probably the first best tool if I want to say 3, but in that order, 1, 2, 3, we're going to say your mind is where it starts. So making sure that you do whatever you need to cleanse your mind, whether that is to take some time to be quiet to yourself, read a book, write, make art, whatever you need to do to cleanse this space, start there and really be able to accept that these other tools will help you in your process.
Well, you heard it. Those are the gems for this week, for this Monday motivation. Big ups to Ms. Dionne. We're going to give her another applause here. And we do this every Monday. So make sure you like and subscribe so you can get this goodness every Monday. And next Monday, we're back. And of course, we're going to be back with Ms. Dionne again. And that is a special thing. So until next Monday, give yourself some grace this week. Make sure that you take your time. But beyond that, have your mental health minute on Wednesday, because we're back on Wednesday. And then, of course, on Friday, we're back with some transformation. But today is your Monday. So go out there, take care of your business, and be the star player we know you are. And you know what the last question is? Who's helping you heal, y'all? Peace.